Can you guys give us a shout out for all the London celebrating Arsenal winning the Premier League? Love your content, lads. Thank you, thank you.
Thank
Shout out to
you.
Arsenal.
Yeah,
Though I do,
congrats.
there's a hilarious IT crowd thing about trying to pretend you're into football. I don't know if have you guys ever watched the IT crowd?
No, I don't think so.
It's so great. There's this one where he goes this one guy he's this IT guy, he's super nerdy, but then this one guy comes in and he starts like wanting to talk about football, so he puts on a completely different accent. He's like Varius, just losing the accent. He's like, and the thing is, he just goes, thing about Arsenal is they always try to walk it in, and then they go, and it's just like and he could just say that always, like, the thing about Arsenal is they always try to walk it in, which means like, they're being lazy in late in the game, right? And so he just but he could say that about every game, like, the thing about Arsenal is they always try to walk it in, so I don't know much about Arsenal football myself, no, or the Premier League or anything like that. How's your Premier League knowledge, Carmine? If there's one person,
well, first off, I'm forced to fucking listen to this bullshit because remember, my pastor, who I game with all the time, he's an Arsenal fan, and he is in London right now with his wife celebrating the fucking thing, and he's telling me about it, and of course, someone in my server is a Chelsea fan, so they fucking go back and forth, and the World Cup is gonna be coming to the fucking States next month, and people are like, bro, Brazil, it's over. Like, your best guy, he's not gonna be in it. I'm like, oh god. So, by the way, your favorite player, the French guy, Titty, he's coming. He's coming back, and I think his brother Booty is also. I don't know if that's true.
Oh, nice.
But are you gonna watch the World Cup, Preston? You're gonna.
When's it premiere?
The World Cup, it's coming here, right? It's coming to the US.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
But not my city, right?
I'll watch it with my dad, I guess, like on the TV. He likes that stuff.
mean, if I'd definitely watching a bunch of games if I didn't have children, but it'd be at the bar. But it's such a fun fucking time. But I'm very busy in July. July.
And let me make this very clear, because we put out that Game of Thrones play thing when I was basically doing the calculations and how it's ridiculously expensive. Trey, are you going to the play? Are you going to go watch it?
No, I'm not going to the play.
You don't want to spend $2,000 to go?
I watched that video. I'm like, that is crazy. And like, you're right, Carmine, where we have no idea if it's even going to be good.
Not only that though, but my whole shtick was that, because, dude, you should see the fucking comments. One guy was like, but if it was in New York, would you be saying the same thing? Yes, I've been telling the Europeans and the South Americans and the Central Americans, wherever the fuck else, do not come to the United States. Not only are you going to be price gouged, but you might be deported to some fucking random ass African country because an ICE agent wants to make extra bucks on the side.
Yeah.
Do fucking come out here. Why would you? Trump is out here insulting every single like country out there. Why would you give the United States your dollar? Like, don't. Stay home. Enjoy your time at home in air conditioning and watch it from there. Fuck it. Or if you really want to travel, go to Mexico. Go to Canada. Do not come here. Do not get price gouged, because they will price gouge
Right.
you. Don't do
not to mention the fact that like FIFA is the most evil organization on the planet, and you might as well like try to have them earn as little money as possible. But try to minimize their profits. But like
Carmine,
America,
you're making.
Yeah.
Even if the play was playing in New York, I don't think I would go. Like, I would need another reason. Like, I would need another reason, like good tail or something I'm gonna hang out with some, like I need some other reason.
Okay. What if it were in Atlanta?
If it was in Atlanta, yeah, I'd have to. I drive like, I'd be like, yeah. I take the train.
Like lowering the bar. What if it's in Atlanta? Fine.
What if it was in your backyard? What was it? Your local community high school, community college?
You just gotta.
and maybe I didn't make this clear because someone was saying that, and it's probably my fault. But I think
you're in your bed on a tablet. You just have to walk downstairs, and it's there when you go.
I think you both agree with me when I say I'm kind of getting sick and tired of like spending all this money on Ice and Fire related content when the author can barely, show the same love and support that I show the series. Like we can't even get a fucking blog post. Come on. And to the Gen Zs, we're going to clip this out of context. Being frustrated with George. I'm sorry?
Are they singing? Like, what? I don't even know what it is. Is it a musical? Is it just like a straight play like Shakespeare?
I think it's just a straight play.
It's just straight play.
Oh.
It's like,
okay,
dude, we've been covering this stuff for 10 years.
I think it's going to be like Cursed Child. I think it's going to be like...
Yeah, we love the series. We always support the series, whether it's on HBO or a new book or whatever. But I honestly am getting tired of that. And for the Gen Zs who are going to clip this out of context, my frustration with George does not mean I want him to die and give it to Sanderson. I just am kind of getting sick of giving this series my money and support when the author can barely do the same. Am I wrong?
You're talking to some Thousand Worlds fans right here, Carmine.
I'm just saying.
Avalon 2026.
Avalon 2026 is coming. It's coming.
Preston, on who George killed and regrets. Could it be Oberyn? I lean more towards Aemon. Removes Marwyn from the OT and mostly agree with you on Kevan, but Oberyn's schemes via kids is so strange. I mean, I agree with you that I do think killing Oberyn was a mistake. In a writing sense, like George, when he wrote Oberyn, had lightning in a bottle. He had a fucking great ass character, and then he killed him off, and he's attempting to have a whole cast of awesome characters to replace Oberyn. And none of them are as good as Oberyn. And I would say that in totality, none of them are as good as Oberyn. Right? Like I can add up all the coolness of Darkstar and Arianne and Tywin Sand and Lady Nim and Obara and Doran and I can and Daemon Sand. Like I can go down the list and Archibald Ironwood and like I can go down the list of all the fucking Dornish and put them all together. And they're not as cool as Oberyn. Like it's just Oberyn was an incredibly compelling character, and George has tried to recreate the coolness of Oberyn, and he can't. And so I do think that it was a mistake. However, I don't think that's necessarily what George was talking about when he said like I made a mistake, because I think he's talking about like how to move the story forward and what's giving him writer's block and stuff like that. So yeah, I think, Aemon would have been a cool character. I mean, I think Aemon has a lot of utility if you kept him alive, information that he would have, things he could tell Dany. And I think Kevan, just in a point of view sense, is very useful and not only in a point of view sense, but like when you remove Kevan, the events in King's Landing no longer make sense. Because they're not going, like, they shouldn't execute. I've been dealing with the fanfic. Like, you can't, no one would want to put Cersei on trial without a Lannister in King's Landing to oversee that. It would just be too bold of a move on the Tyrells. So, this is why I was like, asking Jenna Lannister to come to King's Landing would be, in my opinion, the most logical thing to happen. Because they need somebody there. If the Tyrells, some people are like, why would they do that? Why would the Tyrells give up power? Because if they don't, it would be fucking war. Like, oh, you've assassinated Kevan, and now you're going to put Cersei on trial and kill her, and then had essentially kidnapped the king. Why would House Lannister like take that? You need to have a Lannister in King's Landing, and so Kevan dying, I think, is a problem. Because now once you need another Lannister to come to replace Kevan, none of the timelines work out. And maybe George doesn't care about the timelines. I mean, he could go back to Game of Thrones and not care about the timelines, but nothing makes sense. But this is why I think it's Kevan. But But I don't disagree that like Aemon is a really cool character. Too bad he got killed off. And Oberyn, I think it was a mistake, but that's a mistake. It's a mistake from 2001. It's a long time ago.